Hello everybody, welcome back to Language, Litigation, and Integration, Part 71, Confidently Incorrect. More talking points today, just current events, talk about some biology, a little bit of lore about vaccines, and maybe some stories. Don't really think I have any ones that are applicable to even the talking points, but just we'll see how long the episode goes. But first thing I saw written down, I saw paramedics refuse to enter an acute care facility to treat a case of cardiac arrest because they cited a non-existent law. What a display of selfishness, and I'm just doing my job. I don't know the state, but it was on Inside Edition or one of the news stations that is popular here in America. And basically a bunch of paramedics, dude's literally having a heart attack, and there's like 3 or 4 paramedics. I'm not really sure what an acute care facility is, if it's like a hospital wing or something, but there's a cop standing outside and he's basically like, why the fuck won't you guys go in there and do your fucking job? Right? These are all the people that say, I'm just doing my job, literally won't do their job. They'll do whatever is easy and convenient and fits their bullshit values, and as long as they can bait a male away, no, not my responsibility. And these are getting like 45-year-old fat males. It's just like, what a pile of shit you people are. But again, they literally wouldn't like go in there and treat a guy that was having a heart attack. The cop goes in there, pushes the guy out, and it's like for the vaccine concerns or the virus concerns. And again, biological mandates are absolutely legal, encouraged. Again, at this point, I just don't give a fuck. But certainly nothing illegal, certainly good, certainly moral, certainly right. But again, I'm sure these probably some Catholics or some Christians or just hard-working people. And then they literally won't help a dude that's literally fucking dying. It's their job, and then they say, well, we're afraid to get a disease. And trust me, mandates are legal. I'm not afraid to get any fucking diseases. I'm not afraid to die. It's just like, why is everyone so goddamn insulated from real life? No idea. Atrocious behavior by whoever those fat, worthless old people were. There is a big meeting of science going on. Everybody needs to write this down in their calendars. Can we find a theory of everything? I think is what it's titled, by IAI Live. It's an event with Eric Weinstein, Catherine Hymans, Brian Greene, Michael Shermer, Michio Kaku, Sabine Hasenfelter. And they are going to, just again, sit on stage and literally debate if they can find a theory of everything. Yeah, it says, can we find a theory of everything? And then when I looked it up on the website, it says, should we give up on finding a theory of everything? Do you guys see it's part 71? I have another 60-part lecture series of mathematical proofing, of logical proofing. 1 + 1 = 2. And now they're going to sit on stage, and again, these people steal my research every day of my life. Right? Eric Weinstein again said, to me on LinkedIn, so I messaged him personally. Because again, I'm a fucking zoo animal. I'm a real fucking scapegoat that is allowed to get tortured. So this fat piece of shit, who again claims he's a scientist or something, and again he's a political, delusional, fucking inconsistent nutjob. Went from a Democrat, and again he'll say himself he was hate-filled and nasty and this, and then I existed. I taught people, me personally, this guy right here, taught these monkeys how to behave, and now now after the beta males get all fired up about their anti-vax shit. Now they just want to, okay, now we're going to back off and just, have a nice time with our families and shit. I saw Eric Weinstein on his Twitter, fucking, at Thanksgiving, just a bunch of hands around a table, like the weirdest fucking shit ever. And it's like, oh, a STEM PhD, a aeronautical engineer, a mathematician, physicist, shout out to the STEM. Eric, you're just a hypocrite and a thief, man. And again, I've been a thief before. Not like, if I had a convenience store and someone stole some merchandise, I wouldn't be that mad. You destroy 30 years of my fucking life and take away every bit of happiness and my personal discoveries, and then sit on stage and lie about it. That's fraud to go to jail. So keep doing your thing. Absolutely suing whoever the fuck is hosting this. Every single one of these is an absolute piece of shit. Sabine Hasenfelder can't speak English properly, doesn't have dick. Michio Kaku's, again, old, thinks he created string theory, which is still nothing. Don't know who the fuck Michael Shermer is. Brian Greene's a talking head nut job that doesn't change a single thing he says. He doesn't even understand relativity at all, period. But these are, again, just popularizers. Don't know who the fuck Catherine Hymans is. And Eric Weinstein's one of the weirdest fucks I've ever met. So just some more, again, just quick recap of Eric Weinstein. Again, personally messaged me back in 2017. Go to his fucking place. And then another quote. But we understand, talking about me literally rescinding my United States citizenship. No, you don't understand, Eric. If you understood, you would change your behavior. Doing the right thing isn't saying doing the right thing after Brad teaches you it, and you still don't fucking publish my paper. You don't understand, Eric. You're just a goddamn thief. And then again, he directly asked me about aliens and UFOs, some hidden text about India on his fucking Twitter, directly asking, and I directly respond to him. But are we sure? And again, then he'll say, the UFO thing isn't fucking real. Eric Weinstein is 100% a government fucking shill. And the reality is the government doesn't know that much, but it's the stagnation. They just want to investigate it, and trust me, I know a lot more than you fucks will ever will. So, keep doing your thing and debating a theory of everything. What the fuck does that mean? There's more logical proofing on the internet than has ever fucking been known to be existed in recorded history. So to each and every single one of these people participating, fuck you, you are being sued, you are terrible human beings, and I hope your children never fucking associate with STEM, or they will be sued as well. You don't get to commit crime this profound and just keep doing it and killing people. So, but it's $5, five euros. Just sit up there, literally ramble off theorems that I've proven to you, and make some money while I have 41 subs. Shout out to my subscribers, making big plays. That Eric Weinstein is an absolute fucking piece of garbage, along with his brother, Brett Weinstein, and their whole family. Just fuck the Weinsteins. Ohio removes a permit for concealed carry, passes the Ohio Senate. Still can't protect my pot plants. Again, now the Republican, Catholic, Christian, fucking no freedom, some freedoms, Mike DeWine, oh, I can't protect my pot plants. I don't have any pot plants, but I just thought it was funny. I saw a chart, it was like, places in the world where homosexuals, I'm not homosexual either, but where homosexuals can protect their pot plants with guns. It's like very rare places. But again, property matters, rights matter, except the crazy drugs, inconsistency. Again, the Democratic Party or the Republican Party, I don't do politics whatsoever, but they're both fucking retarded. But the Republicans, again, are the more inbred hillbilly, again, Jesus freedoms. And the amazing thing about insecurity, it's always resorts back to reckless behavior. Don't tell me what to do. The pride of the stupid person is to not care, and they just engage in reckless behavior. And I'm not even really against that. It's just when don't tread on my toes, don't step on my toes. When I can't open a business because you monkeys won't do basic biological health measures, and then you're confidently defiant, confidently incorrect, die. Go swim with alligators for real. Candace Owens is sure George Floyd deserved to be executed because he was a criminal. Don't really watch Candace Owens' channel literally whatsoever. Again, the only reason I scroll through all of these things is I just have nothing else to do all day. But I have no respect for any of these people. It's the same story, right? And she goes, and it was on her, what video was it on her? The most viral moments of 2021. Again, another absolute retarded fucking bimbo that just gets a little bit of attention, and now she just spouts off anything that she thinks correct, confidently incorrect. And she's just a mutt, man. Just an absolute fucking illiterate monkey. And trust me, as a scapegoat, I would call her the hardy R anytime in real life. I don't care to overuse the N-word, really. But if you're a black person and you're disrespectful, coming from a scapegoat, not someone with a pent-up racist agenda, I'll be as disrespectful as I possibly can. So Candace Owens, you're just an absolute fucking monkey. And she was sure George Floyd has been, again, arrested, I don't know, I got it done, look it up 9-11 times. So therefore, that gives, right, Republicans, conservatives, right, rule of law, freedoms, individual liberties, but on a given interaction with a police officer, if you are a past criminal, their job is to execute you. That is their job. It's not to enforce the law. It's not to put you in front of a judge and have you have a jury of your peers assess your guilt or innocence. It's not to establish the facts. It's up, well, he crossed the line one too many times, execute him. So Candace Owens, have you ever jaywalked? Ever trespassed somewhere? Again, I'm a low-level criminal, no real qualms about it at all. But I hope she said she just had a newborn. I hope and that makes her harder. Candace, compete with me, loser will actually die. So stop with the competition bullshit. But she said having a kid makes it, she's harder. She's more hard on the facts that she doesn't fucking know. The biology she doesn't understand. The policy she can't possibly produce. Then there's some clip of her and her dad in the background. So all of these people, again, assert they're logical. And it's just atrocious, man. But she says, I woke up, right? She's another one that went from Democrat to Republican. And guess what, Candace, and every other worthless monkey out there, you're going to wake up again. And you're just going to become a fucking person that thinks for yourselves. But again, they get attention, man. Watching retarded monkeys get a couple subscribers on the internet and then just literally pour out insecurity. Reckless behavior, don't tell me what to do, and then they're going to search stuff about, again, religion or policy or the history that they don't understand, and then it stagnates. It's not like overtly bad in terms of like doing a ton of negative. It just stagnates people. It just validates the stupid. Again, the hillbillies that listen to the Republican Party, they're just looking for one monkey to say the same shit they are, and they're like, yep, I'm not going to think again. But if you can actually engage somebody, understand why they're resistant to information, then you can actually like get through to them. But when you have people like this just reinforcing terrible behavior, you're a net negative to this world, Candace Owens, and you're just going to be a disgusting mother. So have fun raising your trashy family. In the same line, celebrity culture, at this point, every award show for music and science is directly fraudulent. Again, an open $1 million notarized offer. Just give me one opportunity in this disgusting, broken fucking world, and I'll put all of you fuckers to shame. You're just terrible people. Like, imagine I'm not really smart. Imagine I'm not really teaching you a lot of things. I just want, the amazing thing is people can't hear criticism from me because of what I've accomplished. But imagine some other person, you treated someone so shitty that they made a fucking lecture series to say, fuck you and your family. I'm just a normal person too. I'm really smart, yeah. But I just really want to get through to people, fuck your fucking careers. You guys get to build careers. You can't sing, you can't act, you can't dance, you can't compose, you can't write, you can't think, you can't help, but you're stupid like every monkey around you, so you get a fucking award show. Adele can't sing, Billie Eilish can't sing, Drake can't rap, none of you guys can write lyrics. You have teams of people and money and shit, and I just do this shit without even thinking. So fuck every celebrity as well. Absolute garbage human beings and terrible family members. Should senators, representatives, House of Representatives be able to trade stocks? Yes. Insider trading is not representatives or senators being able to... Insider trading is certainly illegal. There was just a clip with Nancy Pelosi and Joe Rogan response. And again, Joe Rogan, fuck you, again for the 10th time. Look into the shit you talk about. I can't tell you how many Joe Rogan clips it's like, oh, I heard a headline, now we're just going to react to it. Stop stagnating this world with your stupid, fucking, terrible behavior. Grow up, old man. This is an absolute garbage. But again, market mechanics, there's no reason, if it's not direct insider trading, there's no reason a government official should not be able to trade stocks or any financial instruments. So, last kind of talking point, then some biology. But, again, just watching some Ben Shapiro. Again, it's like I know referencing these people is probably just going to help their fucking retarded followings, but again, Ben, you were being sued for spreading false human history, 100%, buddy. And whoever that Fed is behind you saying it's not going to happen, they're literally dead for treason. So, but he says Catholicism going to church, Jesus would be anti-transgender, anti-abortion, and something else. Ben, shut your fucking mouth and know your fucking place. I am the highest ranking historian and scientist that has ever walked on this planet. God is number 2. Jesus and the prophet are number 3. Probably prophet was after Jesus. But to think, again, remember, you're not smarter than Thomas Jefferson. This is a league that you do not get to speak about. And if you spread false history over it, I'm going to take every fucking penny you've ever fucking made. I'm going to put you to fucking zero. I'm not Catholic, I'm not Christian. I'm a historian, and I hate when people lie to a profound level to kill people, to stagnate so you can make a shit little bit of money. What, $500K a month is what I think you make? Maybe a little more, $1 million, $12 million a year? You're worthless. You're fucking worthless. But Jesus was homosexual, 100%. Why didn't he bang out with Mary Magdalene? Oh, because she was a prostitute? Yeah, maybe, but no. Nobody can speak on this shit but me. If you want to spread false history, fuck your family, man. Anti-abortion, again, a certain level of intelligence. Again, these are biologists. These are primitive linguists and biologists just the same as me, less capacity. And so, no chance they'd be against they would be supportive of anything inconsistent scientifically or biologically. It would not be possible, or else you would not know who they are. So, fucking Ben Shapiro from the heart of history and humanity, fuck you and just fuck your life. But again, he's just got to peddle any dogma. Again, the church is not the people that did all of these things. In the same kind of line, Michael Franz, he said, I believe I will meet Jesus of Nazareth. I believe you will too, Michael. When we're in the next lifetime, in the next memory bank thing, and it's infinite, it's like you only live once, you only die once too, and it's like a bunch of other places to go. But you will meet Jesus, Michael. When you're back with your old boys and your mob and heavy in the mob game for real, and you go to shake down that carpenter, and he's not paying up, he's not paying up, he's not paying up, he's not paying up. And we're going to do what the mob's going to do. And you go in there, and then you're going to threaten a guy on the high court, and then he's probably going to shoot you in the head on sight. And your boys are going to pull out their guns, and if you mess with the high court, the birds and the bees on your team, the cockroaches are going to lock up his fucking fingers so he can't fire the gun. And firing pins are all going to be missing. So, Michael, I do think you're going to be Jesus of Nazareth. It's going to be a context more like that. At least for the first time. Certainly. But biology, pronouns, female to male, non-functioning dick with a functioning vagina. There's again another thing Ben Shapiro was talking about. Again, I don't care. I don't care how much you mutilate your body. Transgender certainly exists, certainly, and are there people that will again attenuate to any narrative and then go to the extreme for attention? Certainly, any sort of body modifications, like people will try to look like cats. They'll get their nose redid, stuff like that. No different to me. Weird as shit, certainly, but I have not my business. I don't care. But again, I don't think using the right pronouns really matters that much. Again, unless it's just trying to be respectful in person. But again, you can call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. I can't imagine a world where I get offended by words. You threaten me enough, you're dead. And again, I've not killed anybody, but I've certainly thought of, not thought about being violent, but thought about what I need to do to defend myself. If you're not threatening me enough for I need to defend myself, I walk away. Can't imagine words me giving one fuck. But again, I don't get the non-functioning dick with a functioning vagina. If you're actually transgender, it's like, again, you'd actually just transition and just not talk about it. It's like your sexuality is nobody's defining characteristic. Some more thoughts? One other thing, again, Ben Shapiro calls that a mental disorder. Again, it's a lack of learning. It's a lack of developing your insecurity. Again, I've proven mental disorders do not exist without pathology. But again, that's another random narrative we can't accept because, again, how many people are psychologists? Jordan Peterson. No, he used to be in rooms with people smarter than him. Jordan Peterson and Ben Shapiro sitting in the fucking coffee shop now. Now we're talking transgender and free speech. You literally just listen to their, again, this is when Ben wants to, if I meet somebody in person that's on the other side and I'm not ranting confidently incorrect on my shitty little YouTube channel, then I want to be more like a human being, be respectful and stuff. Please sit down with me, Ben. I will not be respectful at all. We can converse again. I want the facts and logic from Ben Shapiro. Ooh. But he says, again, mental disorders. Those don't fucking exist. But again, vaccines. How do mRNA vaccines work versus traditional vaccines? Forget the fucking words. Exposure, antibody production. And so the mRNA vaccines, again, I double checked again, but they take a string of mRNA, they put it into your fucking deltoid. The protein, you get a protein spike. The protein spike causes an antibody interaction, and it does the question that matters of any sort of introduction of exogenous material, not indigenous to your body. Does it affect your DNA? Does it modify your DNA structure? It does not. So then you get to a question of tolerance and of exposure. Right? Anything that really destabilized your body, your vitals, or your DNA would kill you, would literally fucking kill you. And so the traditional vaccine is, again, taking the weakened virus itself or some modification of that and putting it into your bloodstream. But it's still just a matter of exposure. It's the same, your body's response is the same biology as mRNA vaccine versus traditional vaccine. So to the Brett Weinstein, Heather Weinstein, every goofy fucking trashy piece of shit that calls themselves biologists, you are not. Like, just demonstrable. I can't make you guys behave properly. I can't. I'm done trying. Fuck you. And the vaccine mandates, again, completely legal, completely encouraged. At this point, I don't care. People should be able to make little proper decisions. But he says, get a new job. And again, like for anybody, if the biggest thing you have to worry about in your life is losing your job, I have no sympathy for you whatsoever. So you people can preserve this nonsense and stagnation. I can't start a family, I can't feel safe, I can't do any of those things I list off in every fucking video. And again, being outside sentiment. People don't take my opinions seriously, my criticism seriously. They steal my proofs and then they just a la carte tick. I want this fact, this fact, this fact, and I'll just deny this fact because, well, Brad's a smart guy. And it's weird. It's this, I don't know what the fuck to say anymore. But on a personal level, it's disgusting. I literally cannot manifest, I cannot exist, I cannot feel myself in the sentiment of the species entirely. I will never feel safe until that resolves. Never. And it's been 5 years. With a bona fide, proof, legal argument, money on the table. It's been my whole life like that. I'm a fish out of water, and I flop, and I feel disgusting, and I hate myself. Because people make me. And he said, you can't feel happiness. People who are in the sentiment of the species cannot imagine what the fuck I am saying. I cannot feel happy, not because I'm sad, because I'm a literal scapegoat to the most prodigious and profound level ever. All these people just commit fucking crimes. But that's how vaccines work. And then the last kind of just consideration, again, the most important question of anything, forget vaccines, of introduction of any material into your body is, does it affect your DNA? If not, it's a matter of, right, then you have an allergic reaction as opposed to genetic modification, right, if something doesn't go right. So anaphylaxis would be, again, an allergic reaction. But just to see, again, biologists, medical doctors, Fauci, Collins, Gottlieb, not even just say that directly. And again, if you can't, for any scientific research, any biological research, certainly, if I can type a very clear, defined question into Google and not get a clear, clean response, you don't know. And if I get all of these abstracts of this and that, and it's just, again, it's a quick question. I want to go to the gas station. Do I go left or right? So a long time ago in a land, no, just tell me what the fuck do I go left or right to go to the fucking gas station? And so, again, that's not any sort of measurement uncertainty. It's not a place for Eric Weinstein and Brett Weinstein and all these people to jump in and have healthy dissent. It's not healthy dissent. If you can't zone in on the correct fucking question to ask, you can't dissent properly. And then you just stagnate and kill people. Don't care about the dead bodies, but I would like to live my life at some point, and these people are like 40, 50, 60, 70, and they can't change, and there's no potential for change. 20 years like this isn't my first time saying this. But just some more conjectures on anatomy for, again, those aliens that don't exist. Again, what species am I trying to figure out at this point? I'm not even sure. But I've spoken on that a lot. I think overall I would say this is a convenience store, like the Earth, or at least the solar system. I really do think they're confident on the 10 to 25%. I still think it could be a little bit more. So again, the question was a lot easier if they had to live here, but I don't think they fucking do it anyway. I think some of them do. Again, I said that last episode. I think the common awareness of the 2 foot to 4 foot. Again, I'm pretty sure I saw that happen. It'd be like werewolves, maybe, right? The chipped up dogs. A little birdie outside told me they found a dog. Maybe Sasha. Maybe plenty of normal people, plenty of feds, plenty of solar system friends and species mates. That'd be my guess. Is just werewolves, maybe, probably local. Talking about Martians. I think I got a direct no on werewolves being Martians. So I think Martians have been low-key so far. Again, very confident on the Jupiter stuff. There's a lot of moons out there, both Saturn and Jupiter. But maybe real estate. Like maybe it's a fucking real estate. Maybe temperature affects where people want to live. So maybe it's like a real estate market. They might have cash or like cash equivalents locally, but again, it would be resources. It would be bartering. It would be, we have this chunk of rock versus that chunk of rock. How close are you? How far are you? What do you need for your metabolism? What do you need for this? So maybe, I don't know, maybe a real estate market. But how about hair, heat, and anatomy considerations? And I'm a pretty hairy dude for a human being. Human beings are probably pretty hairy for most species. And I think it would just vary. I mean, I think any intelligent species could have hair. It just depends on, again, locality and heat. Anatomy considerations, I think there's got to be some, even for maybe for the 2 foot to 4 foot change. When did people stand up? I think there's got to be some ratio, again, complete conjecture, but the ratio between the xiphoid process and the coccyx, just the spine to the sternum type, maybe there's got to be some ratio there or something. Skin, nails, teeth, and bipedalism, again, just the species we know. We have some tiles. Like I said, our skin's pretty repetitive, but we don't breathe through our skin, we breathe through our lungs. We have teeth that are solid, which are more solid than I'd say most amphibians, or at least frogs, and we might say a lot more amphibians than just frogs, but I think the teeth would be more reptilian. That's what I think there. I think the ancestors, again, guessing, I think it's reptilian and amphibian overall, and mammals are descendants of the reptilians. Digestive tracts. I was pretty interested in the owl's digestive tract yesterday, because I knew just from like 3rd grade, I knew they had pellets because we dissected one. And I was also confused if they still shit, but then it was obvious they still shit. So I was like, that was kind of interesting, of just the limits of a digestive tract, where like an owl, has bones, they eat the whole thing, they don't chew. So maybe, that could be maybe a differentiating thing. Animals that chew versus animals that swallow their prey whole. Maybe with some teeth or something. Just thinking out loud. And again, bipedalism versus the 4 foot doesn't mean much to me. I'm thinking that's werewolves, or at least the general awareness of the human beings, probably with some stories, tall tales and stuff. Again, we don't have a long tail. We have a tailbone, but it's not like a bona fide tail like a dog. So again, I really think there should be some ratio between the sternum and the coccyx. Again, that's really what I got for today. Thinking, again, not sure if I had to guess past that, not sure who's from the ice. If somebody lives in the ice. Is anybody in the ice? How about the sand? Certainly, I think you're in the rocks. Everybody's in the water. I don't know. I can't get it. Again, these are as bona fide facts as anything else, and I just don't know. But I'm doing my best, doing some conjectures, trying to be whatever the fuck the in-between guy, the entrepreneur, between buyer. Maybe. I don't know. But confidently incorrect, fuck all the people that I referenced in here. Please publish my paper, please stop torturing me. Thank you for watching Language, Litigation, and Integration Part 71, Confidently Incorrect.